Imagine a place where there are no laws, no rent, and no government oversight. A place where society's rules don't apply and people live entirely off the grid. Sounds like something out of a dystopian novel, right? But this place is real. Welcome to Slab City, America's last truly lawless town. But is it a utopia of freedom or a dangerous no man's land? Stay with us as we uncover the shocking truth behind this mysterious desert community. Welcome to Globe Mist, where we explore the world's most fascinating and hidden places. Today, we're taking you deep into the heart of Slab City, a place unlike anywhere else in America. Tucked away in the scorching California desert, this off-grid settlement is home to artists, survivalists, and free spirits who have chosen to live outside the system. But what really happens in a town with no police, no rent, and no official rules? Is it a paradise for those seeking freedom, or a chaotic wasteland where anything goes? Let's dive in and find out. Slab City's culture is a fascinating blend of artistic expression, survivalist ingenuity, and communal spirit. Despite its lack of infrastructure and harsh desert conditions, the community has fostered a thriving creative scene that attracts artists, musicians, and free thinkers from all walks of life. Salvation Mountain, a beacon of creativity and faith. One of the most iconic landmarks in Slab City is Salvation Mountain, a massive, colorful art installation created by Leonard Knight. Built over decades using adobe clay, straw, and thousands of gallons of bright paint, the mountain is covered in religious messages, including God is love and Jesus loves you. Knight's vision was to create a monument of faith and kindness, and his work has since become a pilgrimage site for visitors from around the world. The vibrant colors and intricate designs stand in stark contrast to the barren desert landscape, making it a symbol of hope and artistic perseverance. East Jesus, the experimental art community. Another cornerstone of Slab City's artistic culture is East Jesus, an off-grid art collective that serves as a haven for unconventional creativity. Unlike Salvation Mountain, which focuses on religious themes, East Jesus is an ever-evolving experimental art space where residents create sculptures and installations from discarded materials. The artwork here is often thought-provoking, challenging societal norms and consumer culture. Pieces range from massive scrap metal sculptures to surreal interactive installations. The community encourages self-expression and welcomes artists who want to contribute to its ever-changing landscape. Music and performance, the heartbeat of Slab City. Music plays a vital role in Slab City's culture, with impromptu performances and organized festivals bringing residents together. The Range, an open-air music venue, hosts weekly concerts where musicians from both inside and outside the community perform. The atmosphere is electric, with people gathering around bonfires, dancing, and celebrating their shared love for music. Genres range from folk and blues to punk and experimental sounds, reflecting the diverse backgrounds of Slab City's residents. Beyond the Range, poetry readings, storytelling nights, and theatrical performances are common, adding to the town's rich cultural tapestry. These events provide an outlet for self-expression and help foster a sense of unity among slabbers, who often rely on one another for support and survival. The spirit of freedom and expression. What makes Slab City's culture truly unique is its unfiltered freedom. Unlike traditional cities where regulations and societal expectations shape artistic expression, Slab City allows creativity to flourish without boundaries. Residents paint murals on abandoned structures, build sculptures from scrap materials, and turn their homes into living art pieces. The absence of rules means that people can express themselves in ways that might not be accepted elsewhere. Music and performance, the heartbeat of Slab City. Music plays a vital role in Slab City's culture, with impromptu performances and organized festivals bringing residents together. The Range, an open-air music venue, hosts weekly concerts where musicians from both inside and outside the community perform. The atmosphere is electric, with people gathering around bonfires, dancing, and celebrating their shared love for music. Genres range from folk and blues to punk and experimental sounds, reflecting the diverse backgrounds of Slab City's residents. Beyond the Range, poetry readings, storytelling nights, and theatrical performances are common, adding to the town's rich cultural tapestry. These events provide an outlet for self-expression and help foster a sense of unity among Slabbers, who often rely on one another for support and survival. The spirit of freedom and expression. What makes Slab City's culture truly unique is its unfiltered freedom. Unlike traditional cities where regulations and societal expectations shape artistic expression, Slab City allows creativity to flourish without boundaries. Residents paint murals on abandoned structures, build sculptures from scrap materials, and turn their homes into living art pieces. The absence of rules means that people can express themselves in ways that might not be accepted elsewhere. The harsh reality: can you survive here? Slab City may be known as the last free place, but that freedom comes at a cost. Unlike traditional towns and cities, where infrastructure provides safety nets like running water, electricity, and emergency services, Slab City operates entirely off-grid. Residents must rely on their own resourcefulness to survive in one of the most extreme environments in the United States. The brutal climate, scorching summers and freezing winters. The desert climate is one of the biggest challenges for anyone living in Slab City. Summers are relentless, with temperatures soaring above 120 degrees Fahrenheit, 49 degrees Celsius. The heat is not just uncomfortable, it can be deadly. Without access to air conditioning or reliable cooling systems, residents must find ways to stay hydrated and avoid heat stroke. Many use makeshift shade structures, while others rely on solar-powered fans or simply endure the heat. Winters, on the other hand, bring a different kind of hardship. While the days remain mild, nighttime temperatures can plummet to near freezing. Those without proper insulation or heating struggle to stay warm, often relying on layers of clothing and small fires for warmth. The extreme temperature swings make survival a constant battle, requiring adaptability and resilience. No running water, no electricity, no emergency services. Unlike most places in America, Slab City has no running water. Residents must either haul water from nearby towns or rely on deliveries from vendors who charge a premium. This makes daily tasks like cooking, bathing, and staying hydrated far more difficult than in a typical home. Electricity is also scarce. Some residents use solar panels to generate power, but many live without any electricity at all. There are no streetlights, no refrigeration, and no modern conveniences. When the sun sets, Slab City is plunged into darkness, with only campfires and battery-powered lanterns providing light. Perhaps the most dangerous aspect of life in Slab City is the lack of emergency services. There are no hospitals, no police, and no fire departments. If someone gets injured or falls ill, they must rely on their neighbors or travel miles to the nearest town for medical help. Fires can spread rapidly in the dry desert conditions, and without firefighters, residents must work together to contain blazes before they destroy homes and belongings. Crime and safety. A lawless land. With no police presence, Slab City operates under its own set of unwritten rules. While many residents live peacefully, crime is a reality. Drug use is prevalent, and disputes are often settled without legal intervention. Theft can be a problem, especially for newcomers who are unfamiliar with the community's dynamics. Despite these risks, Slab City has a strong sense of community. Many residents look out for one another, forming tight-knit groups that offer protection and support. However, outsiders who arrive expecting a utopia of freedom may quickly realize that survival here requires vigilance and street smarts. Food and resources, a constant struggle. There are no grocery stores in Slab City. Residents must travel to nearby towns to buy food, often hitchhiking or pooling money for gas. Some grow small gardens, but the harsh desert soil makes farming difficult. Others rely on donations or barter systems, trading skills or goods for necessities. For those who can't afford regular trips to town, food insecurity is a real issue. Many residents survive on canned goods, dried foods, and whatever they can scavenge. The lack of refrigeration means fresh food spoils quickly, forcing people to adapt to a diet that prioritizes shelf-stable items. Who thrives here? Despite the hardships, some people thrive in Slab City. Survivalists, off-grid enthusiasts, and those seeking an escape from modern society often find a sense of purpose in the challenge of living without traditional comforts. Artists and musicians embrace the freedom to create without restrictions, while wanderers and nomads appreciate the ability to live without rent or government interference. For others, however, Slab City is a temporary refuge, a place to stay for a few months before moving on. Some arrive with romanticized ideas of total freedom, only to leave once they realize the reality of surviving in such an unforgiving environment. Final thoughts. Could you survive here? Slab City is not for the faint of heart. It demands resilience, adaptability, and a willingness to endure extreme conditions. While some see it as a paradise of freedom, others view it as a harsh, unforgiving wasteland. Would you ever consider living in a place like this? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into America's most mysterious town, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Globe Mist for more eye-opening explorations. Until next time, stay curious. Slab City is a place of contradictions, where freedom and hardship exist side by side. Some see it as the last refuge for those who reject modern society, while others warn of the dangers that come with lawlessness. But one thing is certain, it's a world unlike any other. Would you ever consider living in a place like this? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into America's most mysterious town, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Globe Mist for more eye-opening explorations. Until next time, stay curious.